Hello, Year 5 and 6. Welcome to Thursday's tutorial. 7th of May, my goodness. So our WOLT today is to use our knowledge of character to rewrite a section of the text from a different perspective. Now, when we talk about perspective, we talk about who is actually seeing the events of the story. So it depends whether you have a first person or a third person narrator. If you have a third person narrator, that is your sort of narrator that's floating above it all, that can see everything, that understands everything, that can get into the heads of all the different characters, can tell you what they're thinking, is always there. Your first person narrators, that's when one of your characters is actually narrating and telling you what's happening. So they can only tell you what they're thinking, but they can tell you what they're seeing about everybody else. In the case of Nowhere Emporium, we've got a third person narrator, but they are telling us the story from the perspective of Daniel most of the time. Most of the time we're seeing what Daniel's seeing, we're hearing about what Daniel's thinking. Every now and then it jumps to Lucian, to Mr. Silver, or it might jump to, later in the story, it might jump to the girl whose name we still don't know. It might jump to Vindictus Sharp, but mostly it focuses on Daniel. So just as we did yesterday, I'd like you to just keep pausing those pages for me, please. Each time they come up, read through it. It's quite a long chapter again, this one. So take your time, make sure you've read through it. If some of you have read through it already, we did look at yesterday, we looked at chapter 9 for the tutorial. So a lot of you will have already read it, but if you haven't, just pause on each slide so that you can catch up and read those pages. If you have already read it, don't worry, you're up to date. As ever, the YouTube video is available for those of you who want to listen to the chapter, but obviously reading it is much, much better practice. You can do both. You can read it first, then go and listen to it as well. Okay, so if you just pause on each page, you can read a little bit about the Book of Wonders. Okay, so now you've read that chapter. If you hadn't already, we can move on to looking at how we rewrite a chapter in order to get it from the perspective of a different character. So as it says there. So the first thing you need to do when you are rewriting anything to change the perspective is you need to firstly choose which section you're going to rewrite, and then also who the perspective is currently being read to us from. So if we look here, this is the section I've chosen. We can see straight away it was heavier than Daniel expected. If it's something talking to you about how Daniel is feeling or something that he's thinking, then that's from his perspective. So at the minute, we are reading something from Daniel's perspective. Now, the other person in this scene is Lucian Silver, the owner of the Nowhere Emporium. So that's who I'm going to change the perspective to. So I'm going to go from it being from Daniel's perspective to Lucian's perspective. So how do we do that then? Well, what I do is I try and stick as much as possible to what was said in the text. So here, Silver handed over the book. It was heavier than Daniel expected, but it also felt familiar somehow, as if he had held it before. So I'm going to try and rewrite bits, but from Silver's perspective. So rather than it saying Silver handed over the book, I've started with Silver watched as Daniel took the book. So it's putting Silver as the subject of that sentence. He's watching as Daniel takes the book. He recognized the look in Daniel's eyes as the weight of the leather-bound tome clearly surprised the young boy. A tome is an ancient book. So we're hearing what Lucian is thinking now. Rather than Daniel being surprised, we're hearing that Lucian watched as Daniel was surprised. So it's still the same thing. Daniel's still being surprised, but in this case, we're hearing it from Lucian's perspective, or seeing it from Lucian's perspective. As he watched intently, Daniel began to flick through the pages. And we know that does happen because we have it here. So he flicked through page after page, noting in his mind. But rather than me saying that Daniel flicked through page after page, we're saying that Lucian watched as Daniel flicked through page after page. With a smile, Silver saw the familiar glimmer of astonishment and wonder flicker across the eyes of the young man as he began to understand the magnitude of the emporium and the rooms within it. He knew the look because the same one lit up his own face every time he wrote a new wonder into the book. It gave the writer power beyond anything else he had ever created, power only limited by their imagination. So I start going in there rather than me doing everything that's in here, because this is what Daniel's seeing and reading and thinking. So Lucian doesn't know. Lucian doesn't know that Daniel has flicked to a page with an underground lake of gold. Only Daniel knows that because he's got the book. So I need to be talking about what Lucian is thinking as he watches Daniel. He's seeing the smile on Daniel's face. He's seeing the wonder pass before Daniel's eyes. You could make up something completely different. You could decide that while Lucian is watching Daniel flick through this book, his mind is wandering elsewhere. Maybe he's thinking about a new room he could create. Maybe he's thinking about whether or not Daniel is going to have the same powers he's got, whether he's going to be able to be the apprentice, the assistant that he wants. You could be having Lucian thinking about all that. I decided to go this route. There's no right, there's no wrong, as long as you're telling me now from Lucian's perspective as he watches Daniel. Don't go completely off though. Remember, keep bringing it back to talking about what Lucian is seeing Daniel doing so that you're keeping it grounded in this chapter. As ever, if you've got any questions, email me and I'll respond as quickly as I can with as much help as I can give, and do send me over your work when you're finished. There isn't going to be a tutorial tomorrow because tomorrow is a bank holiday, but if you did want to contact me about something, I will still be available some of the day, but not quite as thoroughly and as quickly as I normally am. Do let me know though if there's anything I can help you with, and I will speak to you on Monday next week. Goodbye.